Good afternoon, everyone.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, it's everyone's birthday today.
Let's take a second to say happy birthday to everyone.
It's because this year it's everyone's birthday, which is so crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's nuts. Can you believe that? What are the odds?
Yeah, this year's been nuts for that for sure. I hope next year it's different. I hope we only celebrate like one.
Oh, just one birthday?
Yeah.
Is it Christmas? Is it Jesus' birthday?
That's the one
It's
we'll
the
actually
one that
miss.
matters.
Well, that's the one we're gonna skip.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna do Family Day, which is like the birthday of Pope John Paul II.
Can you imagine?
John Paul Van Dam. That's his name, right?
The idea
he's the
of Family
he's
Day
the first pope that can do the splits.
The idea of Family Day is so strange. Like, people were just so sad about winter, they're like, we gotta give them another holiday.
Yeah, give him a little something.
They're not gonna make it till Easter. We gotta give them something else.
Dude, so, okay. Speaking of that, though, you know what's even more bizarre? So, you know why tablecloths were made? Like, invented? This is not a joke.
Okay, what? Why?
It's to hide the table legs because men back in the day used to find it too arousal. They used to get aroused by that shit, so it's to cover it up.
No.
And now we just use it for, like, actual...
That's not real.
I swear to God. It's a thing. Like, we were so deprived of sex, like, back in the day, like, that...
People
say that
fuck
again?
tables?
People used to be like,
Wait,
Oh,
you
yeah!
don't? You don't?
Oh, yeah!
why do you think I have a tablecloth, dude, so I don't run to the same issue that they did.
That can't be real.
you go to your parents' house. Honey, check out this new table. Jinkies, babe.
That's insane. I refuse to believe it. But
That's true.
Speaking of which, causing a ruckus, Matty, Lukasz, Lee, as usual for those of you who aren't regulars here, we welcome you to your now regular Sunday show.
until we switch to Fridays.
Yeah. It's interim Sundays.
Yeah, that's right. Like snowbirds, we switch it up for the winter season.
Well, I was just about to say. Speaking of winter season, I was just talking about this. That it's already here. It snowed like crazy where I live. I don't know about you guys down south there, but up north here, we've got a ton of snow.
That's crazy because we're like
It's like flurry. It's like a blizzard. It's like driving through like a flurry of snow.
what's wild is
whoa.
so just so you guys know, like Lee and I live relatively close, but Matty lives like an hour drive north of us, and it's completely different in terms of weather. Like a snowstorm for us is like, all right, it's not bad, it's manageable. For him, it was like an ice storm. Like
I can't go to work.
You go down
for
a
like
hill, you're
6
dead.
days.
Yeah, that's it.
We actually only live maybe like 20 minutes apart, but that's not necessarily untrue. Like there are times where it's like,
No, the weather is still very different.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's so much that the weather's different, but it's just the way that the municipality handles it. Yeah, you guys get fucked.
Well, because down there they don't handle it.
Well,
just don't.
exactly. Yeah.
It snowed. I'm sick
And like
today.
Matt's house, just for people who want to know, like to get to his house, you have to go down a hill, and in the wintertime, so you have to go down the hill and you have to make a right turn. Good luck if you make the fucking turn in the wintertime, because that road is so icy and it's so steep. It's like an extreme.
oh
sport.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
good thing
going
is-
down to make that turn, impossible.
I once one winter, it was like around this time of year where it wasn't winter yet, so some kid was on his bike, like a bicycle, riding down the hill. Bro, this guy slipped, like sliding down the hill with his bike.
Oh, no.
That sucks. I was like,
I bet he's
that
still
poor
sliding. I bet he's still sliding.
Yeah, because then it goes down and then it goes like back up. It's like a roller coaster.
I was about to say.
So he's just going back and forth like a half pipe.
Yo, so
he
if
actually
you missed-
he invented half pipes because of that
sick.
event.
It was invented in G
Thanks.
Spot. But the good thing is you have two opportunities. So if you miss the first time, the hill goes back down again to his street, so you have a second chance to hit it. If you miss that one, just go home.
Yeah,
There's no point.
Yep.
Yeah, that hill is so bad though that when I used to live with Matty back in the day, those who don't know, I used to do that. That I've seen people get stuck trying to drive up the hill, and like their wheels are turning, but they're not moving. And I'd be so scared driving behind them. I'd be like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, so on the way home, actually, I thought I was gonna be late because there was an accident, and I don't know what happened. It was early stage of this accident because three ambulances drove past us, police car, so we turned around. But I thought I was gonna be late for that reason. But yeah, if you don't have your snow tires on like me, go get them. And if you don't have snow tires, I think you should, but that's just me. We can talk about that one in a bit, about beliefs on if snow tires make a difference or if you think you should have them. But any other news? Have you guys seen any new movies? Anyone seen the new James Bond? I heard it was not very good.
Oh, really?
Really?
I heard.
I heard someone rate it a C+. And this person's an avid Bond watcher as well as James Bond. Sorry, I should clarify. They don't watch just regular bondage. James Bondage.
Yeah.
He's like, there's like barely any BDSM in this one.
Yeah.
Do you think? Sorry, a little off topic. Do you think there's any porn stars that they go by that James Bondage? There's got to be.
If
Someone's
not,
got to have thought.
Yeah,
about
it's
that.
a big missed opportunity.
Big miss.
The other one I
look
thought
it
of
up.
would have been Obi-Wan Can Bone Me. I thought that one would have been. I thought that one would be a pretty good one.
I hope that's your joke of the week because that's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I thought about it when you guys were here on Friday. I was like, that
And you
would be
didn't share with us?
No, because I never got a chance to slide it in. And by the time we had moved away, it was when we were talking about Star Wars. But then we moved away. I was like, I can't go back to Star Wars.
Well, did
Yo,
you hear
for that, you could have.
You've seen the spin-off of James Bond where he works at like Bed Bath & Beyond? 007?
God damn. Who's joke of the week? Is it? We're on fire already.
Yo, I want to hate that one, but it's actually pretty fucking good.
So sorry, this person's avid Bond watcher, big fan of David Craig.
The DJ.
David Craig as Bond. But yeah, C+ is what they gave it.
That's rough.
No,
Sorry, Lucas, you did see it?
I did see it, and I've
What
watched
would you
all the-
rate it?
So I've watched all the 007s. My dad owns a collection. He hasn't watched it yet, so I want to hear his opinion. I thought the movie ended Daniel Craig as James Bond very well. Like, it was a good way to end him as the character. The movie overall, I mean, it was all right. The people always have a problem with Daniel Craig. I keep thinking it's David Craig now because you keep saying it. So I'm like Daniel Craig is that he's the one 007 who gets his ass kicked all the time, right? Like, because 007's always that person who's supposed to be like unstoppable, like the number one or number 7, whatever. But no, I thought the movie was pretty good. And
Well, I'll have to.
they brought back a lot of stuff from the old movies. I'm not gonna spoil. That a lot of fans thought that they stopped doing, and they're like, "Yo, we miss 007 utilizing his equipment the way he did in the old movies," and they brought that all back, which is really good.
I have to go watch all of the ones with David Craig. I haven't seen any of them. But, with them in it.
Yo, on that topic, well, not specifically James Bond, but just how Lucas said, like, they were bringing back old school stuff. Did you guys see how for the final installment, well, I guess for now, final installment of Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel's trying to squash the beef with Dwayne Johnson to get him back in for the last one?
Yeah,
I haven't seen one since like probably 6, maybe even 5.
Still pretty far. That's still pretty far, but you know about the beef, right?
In the movie or in real life?
No, in real life. That's why Dwayne Johnson's hasn't been in the last
Oh no, I didn't know that.
1 or 2.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, so apparently, I mean, everyone knows Dwayne Johnson is like a fucking workhorse, right? Like, he like grinds all day, every day, amazing work ethic. Like, I don't think anyone in the world works harder than Dwayne Johnson. But Vin Diesel apparently, since it's like his production, it's his movie and stuff, the narrative is that Vin Diesel would be kind of like a diva, and he'd show up late, he'd show up when he wants, and he's just like, oh, fuck, it's my movie. And he just, did what he wanted, and it kind of rubbed Dwayne Johnson the wrong way, where he's like, what the fuck, that's so unprofessional. Like, I'm here to bust my ass and do my work, and you're just showing us, we have to sit here waiting for you to come in. So there's this big feud, and they both just like, fuck this shit, and that's why they kind of split up. But yeah, apparently Vin Diesel's trying to squash that beef and bring Dwayne Johnson back in for the last one.
it's probably because he needs him. Because
Is it gonna be the last one?
You think he does? Apparently the 10th one is supposed to be the last one.
I don't like Vin Diesel as an actor, personally.
It's because you're not
But
family.
I thought it's not family. No, I thought like Dwayne Johnson's character, he is a Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Yeah, Shaw
I thought-
is Jason Statham.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I thought it brought like an interesting dynamic into it, like where it was more like lawn, like where I don't know. It
Law
made it
enforcement's
more,
always in it.
way more intense with the guns and stuff like that, though. Like ever since he got involved, I would say.
Sure.
I don't know why they strayed away from the racing. Like
Yeah.
like
right?
the Need for Speed video games. Like if there were movies about like that'd be sick. Like those are sick ass car
Are there?
chases. But then
Weren't there Need for Speed movies?
There was one Need for Speed
I
movie
think
with the
one.
guy
One?
from Breaking Bad, and it was
Yeah,
not good. It was
yeah.
not good.
With Aaron Paul? Is that his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like like do you remember Gone in 60 Seconds with
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage?
name?
Where they were like stealing cars, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember the premise of that movie, but yeah, a good when they were just around racing in the street, like that was I like that more.
Mm.
If I wanted to go see an action movie, I'll just go watch The Avengers. Maybe The Rock's just upset he's not picked as an Avenger yet, so that's like his audition. He's actually pissed that Bautista got picked for him.
Dwayne Johnson wanted to be Drax.
Yeah, I do think though that Bautista was a really good
Yeah,
pick for that character.
I do.
Oh,
I
he
do
killed
too.
it. He did a great job.
Yeah, like that scene when I'll better you one. Where's what is it?
No.
Who's Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Yeah, that whole
And it-
scene is like gold.
That whole scene, yeah, it's so good. Especially when Chris Pratt's like, "Oh, like, okay, let's go. Like, I'll shoot you a guy, you shoot mine." And then Tony's like, "Okay," and he like pull this blaster, and then Dave Bautista's like, "Go ahead, I can take it." He's like, everyone's like, "No, no, you can't."
You can't. Yeah, when they're first talking about they're like, we're from Earth. And he's like, I'm from Mississippi, and he's like, Mississippi's on Earth, moron.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about Marvel is their movies have such a good comedic undertone to it.
Oh yeah.
Like they integrate it in so well. Like there's so many parts that I find like.
What do you mean
hysterically
undertone? Sometimes, like for like Thor Ragnarok, humor
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
Thor-
the
It's
premise of
just
the movie.
the tone. Yeah. I mean, maybe we're simpletons, but like everyone like always criticize Marvel movies because it's just like rinse and repeat. Like they just do the same thing over and over, just with different skins, being different heroes and stuff.
Do they? Is that what
I love
people
it all
say?
the time. Yeah, that's what everyone says. Everyone says they just do the same shit over. It's the same thing. Like there's nothing new. And like I get it to a
I
degree.
mean, it's new
but
people.
I don't
It's
even
entirely
care.
new people.
Well, that's it. That's the only difference. It's just new people, but it's like the same story. It's the same arc. Like there's nothing.
To be honest, though,
That's the criticism.
I don't
love it.
really
I
realize
love
that
it.
because they always change like the struggle. Like in my opinion, they change the struggle. But the one
Yeah, 'cause these
movie
are-
where I felt like they didn't really change anything at all, and it's like a mix of all movies was Captain Marvel. When I saw that, I was like, "There's nothing new
I don't
about
like
this
that one.
I
don't
don't
know.
even know if I saw it, to be honest. I don't think I watched Captain Marvel. Because, well, the thing that's a weird criticism to say is because it's like, these are, like, it's not like these characters are being written about now. Like, there's backstories that exist. Like, they're just trying to portray them. Like, that's not
Exactly.
their fault. It's like,
Yeah.
they're not
no,
making
exactly.
up new heroes. Like, these heroes have backstories and comic, like, you know, there's lore to it that,
Yeah.
like, you can't just stray too far away from because then people be like, then the people who are actual fans will be like, this is not how it goes at all.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
So
I agree
that's
with
interesting criticism.
But at the same time, like I think Marvel knows this too. Is like, you don't go to watch a Marvel film expecting it to be, you know, this theatrical masterpiece that like challenges you. And like for example, like first movie that comes to my mind is like Interstellar. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies. So damn good.
I actually don't think I've seen that either.
Oh
entirely.
my god, amazing movie. But like, you know what you're getting into with a Marvel movie. Like, yeah, you expect a good movie, but like you expect action and comedy, and again, it's the comic book world, and like you said, there's a lore behind it, so you know exactly what you're getting into, and they deliver 100%.
Yeah. It's like I don't think there's been a Marvel movie that I've watched that I was like disappointed, and I'm like, this wasn't good. Like,
Oh, so you didn't watch Captain Marvel for sure then?
no,
that one-
no.
That one was kind of.
I think it was the only Marvel movie that I watched, and I was like, it was just Matt. Like to me, it was Matt because I personally, when I watch movies, I don't necessarily kind of what Lee says. Like I don't look for it to have like a great plot when I just expect it. Like what I'm expecting in a Marvel movie is like I wonder how they animated this guy's superpowers just to like so it looks cool. So it's like it looks like you're like, dude, that was sick.
Are there cool fight scenes?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
But I
That's
don't
why I'm
expect
hyped
the
for
world.
a Dragon Ball Z movie, like a good one.
A good one, yeah. A good
Yeah,
one would
like,
be sick.
It would be insane, but like, there's definitely the tech to do it. It's just, is it something we're gonna see? Like, I don't know.
It better be.
But isn't it because
Fucking
Dragon Ball
better
Z
be.
is technically an anime, and animes don't get a lot of movies?
They don't get a lot, but they do get some. But I mean,
That's
tried,
one I
remember
think
tried to
they
make
could.
one?
Yeah, and I don't think it looked very good.
No, it looked horrible. It was garbage. But
Speaking
Do
of,
it
did you
again.
guys see the new Mortal Kombat? Did
Yeah,
anyone
I
see the
watched.
newest one that came out? Was it good, Lucas?
No. Okay, so let me make this clear.
Like
There
cool
is
effects?
no Mortal Kombat movie that exists that's good, and I'm just sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
No, the first ones were
the
good.
first one,
No.
the first one was amazing for its time. For its time, it was.
Yeah.
Sure for its time,
Yeah.
but like in what sense? Like the animation or the story?
All of it. All of it.
Everything. They were
No.
great. It was great in its time. No, in its time, that shit was hype.
No, Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat.
that's-
I love Mortal
that shit was
Kombat.
hype.
I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I've played every single video game. Their movies, like I'll watch them. They're cool.
No.
They are usually ass. The acting is usually horrendous,
No.
and it lives up. You know, if you're expecting terrible
You're ob-
acting, like I expect, it's great. It's great.
You're obviously not a Mortal Kombat fan. You just play the games because the first one
Yeah.
was sick.
Yeah, the first one was so good.
The first one was amazing.
I remember if back in the day, because it came out like 99, early, like I don't, maybe even
I
sooner
think it
than
was,
that.
I think it
But
was
I
earlier
remember
than that,
if it was on TV, I like my dad. If we were watching it and we were scrolling through and it was on, we're watching it 100% because it's like, oh shit, Mortal Kombat's on. We're fucking watching Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
100%.
It was sick. It was again for its time. In its
Yes.
time, that movie was fucking great.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, so have you guys? And you guys, Lucas, you've seen The Matrix too, right? You said.
I have
Or you have
not
not?
watched The Matrix.
At all? Any of them?
No, not a single one.
The
There's
first
more than
one? There's 3.
Shut
The
up.
third
You know
three?
that.
The
Come
third
on,
one?
bro.
Yeah, it's called John Wick. You guys are idiots, man. There's only one Matrix. There's 3 John Wicks.
Yeah, true.
So the first one, the like even watching it now because Nikki and I just watched it recently, and I had seen it. Oh no, I don't think she'd ever seen it either. But the effects for a movie from then, it was like way ahead of its time. I was like, these
Yeah.
effects, like obviously now are like they're, you know, you're like okay, like they're weak. But if you think about like what else was out in that time, you're like holy shit, like this then it must have looked like whoa, that was they must have had an infinite budget for this movie. It's like, how did they do that back then?
You know the other movies like that for me? That like for its time. Okay, there are 2 movies that come to mind that I'm like, yo, for its time, its animation is fucking insane.
Sharknado.
Okay, fuck off. One, did you guys ever see Dragonheart?
No.
No.
Oh, Dragonheart was such a sick movie. Had pretty good again for its time. Where even if you watch it now, you're like, that's still not bad. But
What's the premise of the movie? Sorry.
the premise of the movie is some prince gets injured in battle, and then they take him to a dragon, and the dragon gives him half of his heart to like save the prince. So now whatever happens to the dragon happens to the prince. So the prince is basically immortal because he's got half a dragon heart. But then the prince becomes like evil.
It
So-
sounds like a spin-off of Game of Thrones.
except it was like in like mid '90s that it came out.
Oh, the movie took place in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
Does the
Dragons
prince,
and
does
knights.
the prince have sex with
Knights
his
and
aunt?
shit in the midnight. Yeah, the dragon's like, oh.
Okay, so
No,
I've
and
never.
then the second one,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, the first one.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that.
No, it's still like
yeah,
I can watch
pretty
it
good.
now and still be like, that's a fucking
Yeah.
T-Rex.
I
That's a
fuck, I
fucking
fuck with the Jurassic Park movies for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their effects were really good.
yeah. They
What's
still
your take? What's your take on? Excuse me, Transformers, the first one. Like in terms of like video effects, like it was so hyped because this was the first time they were doing a Transformer like live action movie, and I remember
Yeah.
it surpassed everything that I thought was gonna like how sick.
I thought it was insane.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you're like,
I thought it was
"Whoa,
insane.
How did they do
So,
that?
Yeah, if we're gonna look back at it and be objective and just look at the first one, yeah, it was incredible. But what Michael Bay
Yeah.
did was insane.
They set the precedence for like how good sci-fi like effects had to be after that movie.
Yeah. But then the thing that sucked is in the later ones, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but they did like side by side breakdowns, and like they just rinsed and repeated a lot of the animations they already had from the first movie and just like did it with a different background. I'm like, well, that's fucking lame.
Yeah.
And like a lot of
Yeah.
other things like it just didn't like mechanically make sense. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna
So yeah,
do shit and oh look, Optimus. Like
that was the one thing that I liked about Transformers movies is that it wasn't just animation; it was like mechanically it has to like somewhat like align. I'm like, okay, like how does like machine work? Like, and you see his arm ripped off, and like you see like everything kind of happening, all like the mechanical pieces. I'm like, I like that. Like that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was one that was like, whoa.
that was a good one.
Sick effects. I'll never forget seeing that movie in theater. People I think cried when Bumblebee transformed for the first time in the theater. Like people were crying in the theater.
Yikes.
Or coming. I couldn't tell what the sound was.
Yeah, like Megan.
I
Fox.
understand coming.
Well, Megan Fox was the OG, and then what she got removed by a Victoria's Secret model after.
Yeah, the blonde
Yeah.
girl.
And ironically,
Yeah,
the
I
movies
know.
went downhill from there, not because of Megan Fox being removed, but
I was reading an article. I'm assuming it's a joke. I don't know, but apparently Machine Gun Kelly's only getting with Megan Fox to get closer to Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. That's what I read. I don't know how true it is, but
I believe it.
I
Could you
wouldn't
blame
doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
or
It's
if
like,
I,
so
kidding?
when am I gonna get to meet Bumblebee?
There's like close to 8 billion people on the planet. Half of them are women, but Optimus and Bumblebee, there's only one of those guys. There's only one.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
what if Machine Gun Kelly's actually a Decepticon?
That's why he's trying to find.
He's using her. Oh my god.
Yeah, we got to tweet. We got to
No,
reach out to her.
He is
Yo,
called
Transformers
Machine Gun
5.
Kelly. He is called Machine Gun Kelly. Like that's
His arms come out.
He's right under our nose. He's right under our nose.
Optimus.
Yeah, these Decepticons, they're way ahead of us. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet his machine guns sound like Takeshi 6ix9ine's guns though.
Han.
Have you seen that, Matt?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
I've seen
my
that
god,
one.
it's fucking killer.
Yeah, they're like, what gun is that?
I love that he gets roasted instantly by the people who are interviewing him. They're like, what the fuck?
Gotta
we
respect the
missed.
passion.
We skipped what we're drinking. What's
And
what's
joke of the
drinking
week. We skipped a lot.
We just been.
No, we
so
did. We gave like
excited.
3 joke of the weeks in one.
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah,
Though.
take whichever you like.
But
What are you
I'm
drinking?
drinking Crack Canoe. Crack Canoe.
Nice.
What about you?
I'm drinking a hard lemonade seltzer.
Lemon Life.
Lemon Life, baby.
Is that the new like live, love, laugh? It's just Lemon Life.
Lemon Life? Yeah. It's a smaller tattoo, more affordable.
So you guys ever have the grower ciders, like the ones that come in a can?
Mhm.
So I found them in a 2-liter.
Holy shit!
Like,
What?
it's like a 2-liter like plastic bottle. I went and bought wine because I'm going to like my cousin's this Saturday, and I saw this. Like he like
And you're
moved
expecting
this
that to last
aside.
then?
He moved this aside to grab the wine. I'm like whoa. Excuse me, sir. Can I? And instantly I just took it. I'm like I'm down. I'm down
That's
for it.
crazy.
So we were talking about this yesterday. Someone was having a cider, and everyone at the party was like, "What's cider? Like, what's the alcohol in cider?" And they're like, "It's cider." It's like, but what is cider? Like, how would you explain what it is?
So just traditional cider? Because cider itself, I don't think is alcoholic.
No.
Right.
So, yeah. So like, what's the alcohol in ciders that makes
think-
them alcoholic?
Do they not just
It is
ferment
cider.
the cider? Like for
It's
example,
still
like,
s- it's
like how
still cider.
wine is just grapes, just fermented grapes.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
is it
but
not just
isn't cider-
fermented cider?
Yeah. So no, but I guess whatever it's made of is fermented because the ingredients to this. So this is 7%.
Right.
The ingredients to this is cider, natural flavor, color.
Shut the fuck up! It's 3.
That's it.
Colors
I
an,
swear- I swear to God.
colors an ingredient?
I swear to
Yeah.
God. And it says, and then sorry, there's a 4th ingredient that just says contains sulfites.
So okay,
That's it.
when it says contains colors, what are the colors made of?
Oh, that's kind of racist, no? Can't really talk.
The
about
rainbow.
No.
The rainbow.
You know what I mean? Though, like
Skittles.
what
No, I got
ingredients do the
What's
colors
making
consist
it
of?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like what?
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
very
Can you
generic.
just say
Because
colors?
of light.
Well, because
Yeah.
even cider, you should specify what fruits in there.
What's in the cider? Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
green.
usually it's apple, but yeah,
Well,
just a bucket
one's
of green.
apricot.
Really? But tradition.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure traditionally it's
Let's see.
apples, but
Uh,
maybe I'm wrong.
So yeah, is cider then? Because I always assumed apples were cider. So are there? What makes something a cider? Like, are there only certain fruits that can be made into a cider?
I think it's the process in which
I
you
thought,
make it.
I thought it
because
was
it's like
anything that's labeled as a stone fruit, which means it has one seed in the center of the core, like peach, apricot, apples.
Apples have
not
multiple
apples.
seeds.
Sorry, it has a core, not just one seed. but
Oh,
like-
oh. I thought ciders are what you get with your main at when you go out for dinner. You get your entree in a cider.
in a
Is
ci-
that
yeah. If I could swap out my sides for a cider and same price,
not- Okay, can you
you would
ask?
do it?
Yeah.
Fuck
Next
that.
next time we go out for dinner, say, for my side, can I get a cider?
next time they'll be like, so what side do you want with your steak? White Claw, and you just move on. That's it.
Are White Claws ciders?
Are they not? Oh, they're seltzers. That's my bad.
Wow, get them out of here. Get
So-
him out of here.
So what's okay? And I guess is a seltzer. How do you describe what a seltzer is? Just like a carbonated drink.
But it gets
Yeah.
carbonated due to. I thought it was like the way it gets carbonated is what classifies
No,
it
I
as
think
seltzer.
I think it's like it's anything with like tonic water, like flavored tonic water becomes a seltzer. I think. I could be
So
wrong.
what if you put tonic water in a cider? What is it?
Oh
become?
shit!
Is it a seltzer cider?
Well, most ciders are carbonated, so
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't. I
non-carbonated
haven't drank
seltzer,
one.
So
No,
Not
no. We're
carbonated
talking cider.
ciders. Ciders.
Getting lost in the sauce.
Cider seltzers. Is that what they are?
the only
I don't know.
I don't know any non-carbonated ciders or seltzers. So
Seltzer the Sky Dragon? Is that what it is? The Yu-Gi-Oh card?
the god, right? The
Egyptian god
the
card,
Caribbean
seltzer?
god or whatever.
Yeah. Caribbean god?
Caribbean god
Oh,
card.
it's Ja?
Ja Rule?
Jaman.
Oh fuck, that was good. What was I gonna ask?
What then is it? Obvi,
Okay.
the torment.
Obvi the Torment, yeah.
Do you have anything we want to jump into, or are you gonna spin off of that?
Yo,
that
I have
conversation?
a curious question for you guys. So,
Okay.
Maddie, you have done skydiving, so have I. Lee, you have not. But I have a question.
Okay.
So,
Wow, you gotta
that's
we
it,
have to
that's it.
roast
It's
you
just a flex.
first.
It's just a
What the
flex.
fuck?
So, you guys know about the CN Tower edge walk.
Yes.
Would you do that?
No.
I edge all the time, so
No,
I
one wants
don't
to
need
know
to
you
go on the
think.
CN Tower to do it.
Yeah, that's actually if it's doing that.
Wait,
on
yeah,
the
you have to walk while you're edging on the CN Tower. That is crazy.
Walking and edging. Just
you
normally.
probably see down so many people's shirts from up there that it's like, oh,
That's where they get the name from, isn't it?
yeah, the CN Tower.
The Seaman
No,
Tower.
the edge walk. I mean, because you can see
Oh.
down. That too, though. That too. Yeah, it's both.
Okay.
That's why it's called the CN Tower edge walk.
Where are you going with this, Lucas?
No, I wouldn't do
Oh,
it. I
Okay,
wouldn't do
okay.
it.
So
No.
this is where I'm torn.
I have no
because
interest.
I am so scared to do the edge walk, and so many people are telling me like, "Yo, bro, like, how can you be scared doing the edge walk when you have gone skydiving?" I'm like, I swear.
It's because it's a different. It's a
completely
different
different.
type of height.
Yes, it's
Yes.
a more relatable height.
Yes, that's the thing. When you're skydiving,
Yeah.
you're over clouds. You have nothing to reference until you're out of
Yeah.
the plane. And it's too late. But I have to admit though,
That's what I mean.
I don't know if you did the same thing, Matt. But one of the things that made it easier for me to skydive was I'm like, I just could die, so I'm just gonna accept this as possible death, and you just kind of accept.
You think you're
the
not
fact.
gonna die if you fall off the CN Tower?
But no, but I think that's what's gonna make my life easier for seeing Tower. Like, I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
accepting it
yeah.
now, but I think once I'm up there, I'm like, you know what, I could die, and it's like a little bit of peace of mind. You know, it's like, after this, there's no more stress, so I'm just chilling. So
I think the
That's-
most stressful part though is that there's so much time in that fall.
Yeah,
you
that's a
just-
long time.
You'll scream, catch your breath, scream again, and be like, "Fuck, I'm still falling."
you
And
think
then
so? You think so? That happens a lot.
100%,
fast. It
bro.
happens a lot faster than you think.
I feel like
What do
it'll feel longer.
What do you
I-
think? Do you
I
think,
think-
that
I think-
fall? Oh, go on, Lucas. Go on.
I was gonna say for the first 3 to 5 seconds, it's gonna be you accepting the fact that you're falling before you even really comprehend the screaming part. and
Yeah,
panic.
then there's another 10 to 15 seconds of falling.
No,
10 to-
no,
no,
it's
no, it's not.
less than that.
You think it's less?
It's significantly less for sure. Like
Actually,
I think
that's true. Sorry, from the edge walk. I'm thinking of the tip of the CN Tower. But yeah, from the edge walk.
edge walk
sure.
isn't far from the tip though.
It's pretty far from the tip. Like, okay, relatively speaking.
Like 5 stories
I mean-
difference.
I
You're
don't
going.
know. I
You're
don't-
going 2,000 kilometers.
Well,
an
5
hour.
stories is a lot.
You're going 2,000 kilometers an hour. You're
Why are you going
No.
2,000 kilometers an hour? What?
No.
Or sorry, how 200 kilometers? Sorry, 200 kilometers an hour.
No, I don't even think that.
Why are
I
you doing
think
that?
humans.
You fall at 9.8 meters per second squared. That's gravity.
No. But when
No.
you're, when
There's-
you're skydiving,
there's-
they tell you you're going 200.
Oh, when you're
kilometers an
skydiving,
hour.
yeah, because it's acceleration. So yeah, but you're not skydiving. I'm talking about
No,
falling
but
off the CN Tower.
humans terminal velocity. Oh yeah, is close to 200. But I don't know how long it takes you to get there. I think you wouldn't even make it. I don't think you have enough time off the CN Tower to
to
make it.
reach 200. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so-
I don't think it'll hit 200.
Now is
Oh yeah, 10. Sorry. It looks like 12 seconds. So no, I don't think you would. It would take. I think you'd hit the ground before 12 seconds off the CN Tower. I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Can
someone try to do the
someone
math.
can someone in chat maybe try to do the math on that?
Yeah, you guys talk. I'll do the math.
use our
So
weight to calculate
now
that,
here's the other
how
thing.
high that is.
Where I was like, you know what? Edge walk, I don't know, but I'll do bungee jumping. But bungee jumping, I think, is the worst of both because you get the falling experience, but also the relativity of the distance. Where, again, you can look down, you can comprehend the space. Skydiving, you won't.
No.
But this time,
Bungee jumping is like nuts.
it's like edge walking, but you're actually jumping. I think that the one thing that makes it a little lighter is that you're typically jumping into a body of water, like not into.
It's underneath you. Yeah.
Towards a body of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom did it. She did both skydiving and bungee jumping, and from what I recall, she said like she wished she did bungee jumping first because it was disappointing in comparison to
Oh,
the
sure.
rush of
Sure.
skydiving. I think that's what I recall. her
Just to
saying.
clarify too, the only reason I wouldn't do the CN Tower edge walk is not out of any fear or anything. It's simply because I don't want to pay that money for it. If it was like
Yeah, it is kind of expensive.
if it was like $25, yeah, sure, I'd probably do it. But like
You
What
would
is it,
How much is it? Like $300?
$195
Something
plus
like-
tax. $195 plus taxes. But
How long? How long are you out there? Like 10 minutes?
you're out there for quite some time because so you go into groups right now because of COVID, 4 to 5 people, and they basically like each person takes a turn hanging from the front, from the back, and they do individual photos for each person. And they do like kind of like a comfortability. So the first like, I guess 2 to 3 minutes is them like get used to it, like walk up to the ledge, get used to like you're like this is how far you are, and then the instructor tells you exactly how far you are and stuff like that. So.
Minimax said Dawn. Then she said, "Don't worry, we will do the CN Tower edge walk and face your fear." I don't know if she calls you Dawn on the side, but that's how she started it.
Yeah, she calls
She
me
said
Donald.
Dawn.
She says I look like a Donald.
Donald Duck. Yeah, that's I don't know if I would. I wouldn't. I don't. It's similar to like Lee's reason, but just in general, I also. Yeah, not like super into doing that.
See, the comfortability of knowing that there's no accidents, there's not really a lot of comfort into it. Like when you read up on CN Tower Edgewalk, you know like there's been like basically like 0 incidences.
Basically 0 or 0.
I could not find an instance. I tried looking it up. I couldn't find an accident.
let's rewind 2 seconds. Is comfortability a word?
Comfort?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
I guess I find
Comfort?
comfort. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I
there you
find
go.
comfort.
I was kind of, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought Minimac would have called that out before either one of us would have.
Yeah.
But even skydiving,
I think she thrives on those opportunities. But anyways, comfortability. It might be. I don't know. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, it looks like it is a word.
Comfortability is a word?
It's the condition of being comfortable.
Well, I take that back. I apologize.
it's fine.
Oh.
To be honest, even I doubted myself. So
Here's the thing, though. It's only. Oh, never mind. Looks like it's only on yourdictionary.com, which is a little odd. But are you still doing the math early on that?
I'm trying to find the equation because I forget what it is.
okay,
What to calculate what?
How long it would take to fall when you're given
Well, you
acceleration.
need. Do you have the height?
Yeah, I do have the height.
And whose weight are you using?
Wait, why do you need weight? You don't need weight.
Yeah, because then you calculate the speed that person would fall at. Right?
he froze. It looks like he's like, legit pondering, but he froze. That was the most perfect freeze.
Right? Does that make sense? You take your weight to get your velocity, because you know how
Yeah,
fast
'cause
you're
you need
going.
mass and acceleration, but the thing is, you have to understand that you don't reach peak speed right away. There's a buildup of momentum.
Yeah,
And
I don't know
then-
how to calculate acceleration. That's been a long time.
So anyway,
I feel like that's a very complicated.
while Lee does
formula.
this thing over here. You know what? It's a good thing that Lee isn't one of the people who streams on our behalf. It's luckily it's us two.
Sorry, had a bug.
Yo,
Back.
you froze at the perfect timing. You legit like, is it?
You're like this.
And you froze just
No,
like that. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, 'cause-
Matty was giving you answers, and he's like, "Oh, Lee's not happy." with my
What did
answer."
we? No, because weight is irrelevant.
I thought
No,
it was
wait.
mass times acceleration, but that's
That gives you force. Force is mass times
Yeah,
acceleration.
no.
Gravity's gonna pull on everything at the
force.
exact same
Force
rate.
is what Jedi's use. It doesn't matter.
No, acceleration.
when-
Free fall acceleration is 9.8 meters per second squared for everything. Doesn't matter weight. Because gravity's gonna act the same on everything.
Even feathers.
No, but I think it has a higher
sheet of
impact on heavier objects.
Impact, sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Force. Like on impact for sure, but the time it would take for you to fall, it would take everything. Remember the whole that you do that test with a bowling ball and an apple. You put them in the same thing, you drop them at the same time. They're gonna fall at the exact same rate.
No, but okay, but like I think if you did that over something of a much bigger distance of like 800 feet,
Wouldn't happen.
really?
Yeah.
Have you tried? I don't know if you tried, so I'm not taking your word on it.
I have not tried, no, but I know physics. That it wouldn't.
Okay, yo. So
I have the equation if anyone wants to do it. I just don't want to do it.
So speaking of
Okay.
CN Tower, which is a Canadian
I gotta
thing,
rearrange.
did you guys know in remote Churchill, Manitoba, the world's only polar bear prison exists? And this is not
Excuse
a
me?
joke. So apparently, it keeps the town safe from the bears breaking into their homes in search of food because polar bears started to I guess, evolve to get so used to human being there that they used to break into
Interaction?
homes that they started making a legit polar bear prison, like almost like a sanctuary for them to keep them away from other people. It's the only
How
known
big-
polar bear.
It's like a sanctuary, basically. That's interesting.
They call it prison. It's legit a prison, and you can Google and look it up, and you'll see like I guess the prisoners. But I was like, what the fuck? That's the most Canadian thing I've ever heard. Also, that we, as Canadians, should be proud that we are the inventors of Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah. Not only Canadians, but Southern Ontarians.
London,
So, like,
Ontario.
Us, yeah.
Started by
Hawaiian.
Sam Panopoulos. In 19
That can't be his name.
1962.
Did they name pineapples after him?
No.
Like before they were just called like weird fruits, but
Well,
then Sam Panopoulos.
I swear, North America's the only ones that call them some weird shit like that. Because like most other countries call them like ananase, ananas. Like other countries call them like without the whole pineapple thing. So
What's the French translation for pineapple? Does it even have the word like palm in it?
no,
It's la na na.
yeah, exactly.
I thought this is banana.
That's banan.
So then, because why are potatoes palm to tear? They're apples of the earth,
Yeah,
but
I know.
they're not apples
Okay.
of the pine.
Yeah, nope.
Very weird. Very weird. Language is very interesting. I did not know either of those things.
Do you know that we're
Did
also...
you?
Sorry, go for it.
Go on. Oh, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was
What's
gonna
your
say just another Canadian fact for you that we are basically, I guess more so the creators and how do you say? I wouldn't say that we're the founder of it. Like we didn't invent it, but we definitely own like basically Santa Claus. So the whole North Pole postal code, which is like H08080, like ho ho ho, where a lot of kids and stuff like mail like their Santa Claus letters is actually
it's
to Canada.
Canadian? Yeah, HOH. Yeah, 0H. It's like H0H0H0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And we
I never
like,
thought
our
about that.
post
actually.
office gets like a huge influx of like millions of letters a year just due to that postal code. Like
That's actually funny.
Yeah, in fact, around Christmas time we have such like postal issues because of alone the goddamn Santa Claus. So
Wow, this guy just goddamn Santa Claus.
yeah, sorry man.
You're on the naughty list, bro. That's fucked.
Yeah, but for different reasons, baby. For the
Okay,
edge
I'm
walking
gonna
I do.
I'm gonna take a spin off here, kind of move a different direction. Did you guys see Joe Rogan's post the other day about his take on like limbs being replaced by the method of being a cyborg being a lot closer than we think, because I think there was an example of these mice that like were paralyzed
Yes.
and they
Yes.
were able to like regenerate their spines. But Joe Rogan was saying that before that even occurs, that people will already be like, they'll have body parts that are mechanical already by then.
I'm not
And
surprised.
how much sooner that is than we think.
But we've even seen prosthetics where they run just due to like connection of nerves or like the I don't know the terminology of it, but like people have like legit like have lost their whole like from their elbow up, and then they can like have like a robotic arm that's like full control, just not very smooth.
Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah, man.
God, I've seen the movie, dude.
You seen Winter Soldier? So like that's already existent, so I'm not surprised. But to see how far that goes, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, like, do you ever think we'll get to a point where it's like, how augmented will humans be from a like cyborg perspective?
For me, it's really like when they start trying to replace organs with like non-dying organs. Like, I mean, they kind of have that in a sense, but like to the point where they can like be like replace your
mechanical,
heart.
like they're
a
mechanical.
Heart. Here's a mechanical heart and stuff like that. Then I'll be like, holy shit, like that's starting to get fucked. Because then mechanical brains would be the last step, and then that's where it's like.
Then it's AI.
Yeah.
Are you opposed to that? Do you think that's a good or a bad thing?
I want to encourage it for the help of like, let's say people who are like wheelchair bound to be able to have like, I guess what you'd consider a full functioning life, even though some people who are wheelchair bound will do way beyond what I can do in my lifetime. I support that. I think when you're starting to like, I guess trying to be everlasting by like replacing your organs and stuff, I think that's a little fucky.
I don't know. Like, so let's say something will still go, but like, let's say you replace all your internal organs with mechanical ones. Like, your flesh would then be the piece of you that dies before your organs, right? Do we think so or no?
Yeah, probably. Don't they have? I'm sorry, I was doing the math. If you guys are talking about this, don't they already have like synthetic hearts?
Yeah, they do.
Do they like functioning?
They can replace.
I don't know
valves.
if they put them in anybody. But...
So they can replace valves and stuff like that. So like your like atrium.
No, but they had a whole ass heart, like the whole thing. The whole heart was synthetic.
Well, even livers and kidneys, right? Like there's people who function without livers and kidneys because it's art. Like they can have that playroom. So.
But those aren't. Excuse me. Oh shit. Sorry, those aren't non-vital organs, though, right? Like you said, you can live without, your kidneys, for example, but like your heart. If you had to replace that, yeah, like I don't think it's that far. Like you can already do a transplant where you're transferring someone else's heart into someone. So if you have one that can replicate everything else from a mechanical, like in terms of like it does what you need it to do biologically, even if it's not biological.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I don't know enough. Obviously, I'm not an expert in the field, so I don't know if there's more to it than that simple concept. But
the idea of brain and head transplants is what I think is going to be insane. Wasn't there a doctor in somewhere in Europe who was trying to do it? I never followed up on it.
Of course, it was in Europe.
Obviously, it was like
transferring like the consciousness and shit.
No, just a legitimate head transplant. Like cut one guy's head off, put it on another guy's body. Boom, he controls.
Oh, like if you were ugly. Was it you? Did you try this?
Why would it make me better looking? It's still my head.
No, but then because then we're assuming that the Lee is from the neck up, not the neck down.
The consciousness is Lee.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's both. Technically.
It depends. I could say no, that's not the Lee I know because that's not his body.
Yeah, but you could say that when Lee's drunk. You'd be like, yo, that's not the Lee I know.
That's also very true. That's also very true.
Is that all he did? That he didn't actually switch heads? He just gave them a lot of alcohol and they were like a different person. He's like, oh, they've swapped heads.
Nobel Prize, baby. Give it to me.
Alcohol does that.
So how do they do it? Do they just follow like the 5-second rule? Like, oh.
Go. They just duct tape the fuck out of his neck.
That's very interesting. I wonder. So I assume it wasn't successful.
I see. That's the thing. I didn't follow up on it.
And like, were these people dead already, or like, were these two live volunteers that were just like, sure, like they're like Squid Games where they're like, I got nothing to lose. I mean, pay me a bunch of money, I'll give it a try.
It started off with a pyramid scheme, and eventually it just kept getting deeper and deeper, and that's where they ended up.
if I remember it, I believe it was a guy who was paralyzed from the neck down, and then I believe it was the second person was a corpse. So they're putting his head on a dead body. Well, like a fresh dead body. If I remember it correctly, I don't remember.
Oh wow, that one's really into. That'd be very interesting to.
Yeah. No. After this, I'll do some homework on it, see where it ended, because I do forget. Just to circle back real quick, I did the math finally, and the time it takes to fall from the top of the CN Tower, not the edge walk, but the top of the CN Tower, is 7.5 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's not.
And at 7.5 seconds, by the time you hit the ground, you'll be traveling at 264 kilometers per hour.
Nice.
Insane.
What do you think the odds are surviving that if you landed on like?
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, no, it does make sense. I lied. That makes sense. Sorry. Go on.
In terms of, what are the odds you think you could survive that, if any?
I think if you like, when you
50-50.
when you learn to like jump from like a high height, how you have to like bend your knees and like tuck and roll.
Yeah,
Like, if you bend your knees and like roll like 100 times, do you like disperse all the energy and you're fine?
No.
There's like there'll be like a trail behind you, just in rubble, like with how fast you're rolling.
So you guys aren't thinking it through, but you know how the CN Tower partial way through, like the base starts like expanding. So what we have to do is run against it, and then you have to like just push off, like just jump up though, and you're good.
Oh, cancel the fall.
Yeah, it's like same thing. If you ever want to like go to the sun, just wait till nighttime, right? So.
That's right.
Okay, so apparently, if someone commented here, I don't know if this person's a doctor, they said it's virtually impossible to survive a fall of 30 feet, let alone a distance far less than 30 meters.
30
so mechanically, the body would shatter or buckle upon deceleration.
At 30 feet? No.
Doesn't seem very high.
Bro,
I feel like you'd survive.
I swear I've fallen 30 feet while drunk, like just randomly.
Oh, okay, hold on. Did you hear about this dude? Is this real?
What?
This guy jumped off the CN Tower onto a mattress.
No, that didn't happen.
Hold on.
Like was there also like a box spring? Alright, the
Dar Robinson. The same guy. He did it twice. Hold on, I'm reading about this. Yeah, I'm reading about this. With no parachute or harness, he instead relied on an inflatable mattress to break his fall.
An inflatable mattress?
Setting the record for the highest wireless freefall jump it was in a movie too that he did this.
That's insane.
Okay, but like, what kind of inflatable? Like a full bouncy castle?
Like a Canadian Tire camping mattress.
Yeah.
Someone should have stood on the other side.
Go right back up to the top.
That's why he did it twice, right? Because the second one was just the bounce back.
Yo, that's nuts.
That's bullshit.
How big of an inflatable mattress is this guy jumping on?
It's got to be one of those, like, you know how like I think it's the firefighters who have like those big fucking mattresses where they catch people who like try and commit suicide. It's got to be like one of those.
It's a queen size.
Not even a king or a California king.
I need the mattress he did. It's got to have a 5-star Amazon review. Like jumped off CN Tower, no problem.
Why is Sleep Country not
so
advertising for this?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Missed opportunity.
That's pretty cool that he did that. So I guess maybe if there was a chance, maybe if you jumped off with the mattress, do you think you're good?
No fucking way.
What if we jump off? Like, you know those videos where the people like run each other with the yoga balls?
I was gonna say a yoga ball. Dude, the yoga ball just bounce. That'd be insane.
Whoa.
The earth actually moves away from you.
Whoa.
You destroy our planet. That's it. Throw it off axis.
It's off axis. Like you can't access it anymore?
Axis.
Access denied. Jurassic Park. Yo, so I was telling Lukasz about this earlier today, but I gotta get you up to speed, Matt. Because I feel
No.
like you'd. Okay, sorry. You should try it. Went to Shoeless Joe's last night, and they had a Reese peanut butter cup burger.
The Works had that.
I've never been more disappointed in my life. I was so fucking sad that I ruined my meal. I knew I was risking it when I bought it.
It was that bad?
When I ordered it. It
I've heard-
sucked. It was.
I've heard the one at the
horrible.
Works was very good. Like, it was a very
Really?
popular burger.
But I don't think it was
It-
Reese cup. I thought it was just peanut butter in it.
No,
No,
it
no,
was Reese.
the Works had Reese. Yeah.
No, it was shit. It was horrible. And again, I had to sit there and just eat. That was my dinner, and I've never been more sad at dinner time than that. It was fucking horrible. Horrible.
Would you rather had not eaten anything than that burger?
Yes. I would have rather been super hungry, waited till I got home and ate something there, like a bowl of corn pops or something.
Shit, you should leave that as a review for that burger.
I'm gonna. Oh, it's brutal.
Like, give them a 4-star. Be like, the atmosphere was great, but let me tell you about this burger I had.
So what?
And then you should say exactly that. I would have rather have went home and ate corn pops. And
that
been
sounds like
hungry through
that sounds like
dinner.
a diss to corn pops, but corn pops are hype.
You know how they
No,
actually serve
okay,
it to
maybe,
eat?
maybe pick a worse cereal like Count Chocula or something.
Count Chocolate is also
Sure,
not terrible.
yeah.
Though.
Raisin Bran.
Oh yeah,
That's the one.
yeah,
the
that's a
one.
diss, dude. If you did that, you'll get a response immediately from their social
Hello,
media
sir.
team.
How can we make make it a better experience for you?
Raisin Bran, god damn, we're sorry to hear that.
I bet the chef who put on the menu when he reads that review is like, God, my creation.
That's, someone gets fired right away.
Frankenstein and his monster.
Yeah. Oh, it was a monster. It was
That's a weird
horrible.
thing though. Like, what's the appeal with putting chocolate in a burger?
I think it's the
Like-
peanut butter aspect that you really want. But
The peanut butter aspect sounds decent. Yeah.
The chocolate ruins it, in my opinion.
Also, milk chocolate. Like if it was dark chocolate, it probably would have been better. But milk chocolate,
But
and peanut butter on my
they
burger,
also serve it
and
to me-
barbecue sauce.
So Lee didn't mention they served it incorrectly. They got the pound Reese cup, and just put 2 buns, lettuce, and some ketchup, and just gave it.
That's
to them.
not a. It's not actually a
Not really.
burger. It's a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh, sounds gnarly.
Yeah, that's like those little mushroom cap burgers, where it's just a mushroom cap is like the. It's like
Yo,
the base of burger.
I can't lie. Some of those are hype. Some of those are hype. Like,
Yeah,
have
I've
you
heard
ever
that.
been
I've heard that very good.
to Burgers Priest?
No.
Burgers Priest.
Oh
is
yeah,
pretty good.
once along when we were downtown.
Only
or
for the baptism.
I like Burgers Priest, but they have a burger where like on top of it they have like a portobello mushroom that's like stuffed with cheese. Oh, that burger's fucking insane.
French kiss, baby.
Oh, I thought you meant like French.
French
Isn't
kiss-
Chef's
oh.
kiss?
Oh, sorry, chef's kiss.
True.
Yeah, sorry. French kiss, baby.
that's how Lukasz does it. Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, tongues of
I'm just at the
burger.
restaurant, like tongue kissing my hand. The waitress is like, "Can you stop? It's a family restaurant."
Please, sir, what would you like to order?
Is it after you dip your hand in the lemon water too? You're just like- Nikki said Elvis used to eat bacon, banana, and peanut butter sandwiches. That doesn't sound very bad. Not
That
my
doesn't
thing,
sound
but
very good. What are you saying?
not very bad either. Like it might be like it's okay.
It just sounds like
No.
someone who found their 3
No.
favorite foods, mixed it together, and is like, "I guess I could do it." When
You can tell
all
he was-
3 of those are better on their own.
He was high as fuck when he ate it. No fucking way he wasn't. There's no way he
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's not the first thing Elvis would do when he left the building. That's for sure.
Oh God. Yo, do you ever make? Do you ever make like little like bets or like challenges for yourself?
Yeah.
Like little subconscious ones, and however small. Like for example,
Can you give an example? Like I
I
don't know.
absolutely can. Here's what happened to me today, and I fucking screwed myself over, and I said, take a back seas. I'm not doing it. So I went through my clothes in the laundry, and I was walking out. There's like a box of Halloween candies sitting there. It was one of the good boxes, and I was like, ooh, like which one do I want? And I was like, fuck it. Whatever I put my hand in there and grab is what I gotta eat. So I stick my hand in the box,
Coffee
Boom.
crisp.
pull out a crispy crunch, and I was like, fuck this shit, no!
Crispy crunch is good. I fucking
No,
crispy
it's
crunch.
not. Oh, you weren't here on the episode. We bashed Crispy Crunch for maybe an hour and a half. We even went overtime on the episode to diss Crispy Crunch.
Oh, crispy crunch is pretty
the
dope.
Worst. Crispy Crunch is
No.
one of the worst chocolate bars. I threw it back in there and grabbed a Mr. Big.
Oh,
No, that's
Mr.
a
Big.
bad
Yo,
that's
Mr.
a
Big
bad
is hype.
take.
Mr. Big is
Mr.
sick.
Big and O.
Chris-
Henry, MVPs.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I
No,
feel
Wonder
they're,
Bar?
they're
Wonder
very
Bar's
similar.
awesome.
I feel like they're very similar.
Yo, Wonder Bar.
No. They
Yeah,
look
Mr. Big and O. Henry? No, Mr. Big and O. Henry?
Yeah, Mr.
Hey,
Big and O.
Lexus
Henry are
Royalties.
very similar.
No, they're not. No,
No
they're not.
way,
are.
bro. Is this
Oh,
guy
Henry.
sponsored?
Oh, Henry has peanuts, and Mr. Big has Rice Krispies in it.
Yeah, that's the one difference. All the other things are
Oh,
the
chocolate.
exact same.
Chocolate. That's the only thing they have in
caramel.
common. It's
Wow.
just chocolate.
So are you
Yeah,
saying
that's
Mr. Big is closer to a Crunch Bar than it is to an O. Henry?
A Crunch Bar.
It's
One
the
that's,
love.
one that's
It's the
Rice
love
Crisps
child.
inside.
It's the love child of a Crunch and O. Henry. Sure.
So which is it closer to? You didn't fucking answer my question.
Closer to a Crunch.
Yo,
I would rather. I think Mint Arrow is like one of the worst chocolates.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was amazing. I'm like, what the fuck is
yo,
wrong?
I actually like Montero. I like Montero.
Yeah, you also like those weird ass fucking pretzels.
Those things are kind of sick. Those things are kind
yeah,
of sick.
Matt,
Those things
fuck you. Yo, I'm glad Lee didn't just diss me because I know he actually liked them.
I did like 'em.
I thought you were gonna side with Matty just to like.
Yeah, where'd you get those? Tell the people about those. Tell the people about
So just so that
Do you
everyone
have, do you have the
knows,
bag still, or is it done?
those. Yeah, you have
they're in
it.
my trunk. They're in my trunk. I got these yogurt covered pretzel that has like bits of candy cane in it, and typically, I mean, candy canes can be pretty overpowering with the mint, but it's like very subtle. And I love yogurt covered pretzels. So, but they were so bomb. Like I don't know what it was about them, but like just subtle mint. I like mint chocolate, so it kind of just suited it all. It had salty pretzel covered by sweet yogurt, so like sweet and savory. Beautiful. Costco.
Yeah, I didn't-
$7.99 for a like 1.5 pound bag. Go get them. Yo,
No,
so
I-
the way we found them out is
How?
we saw them on display, and I was like, these don't look too exciting. And as we were looking,
But I'm gonna get them.
no.
No.
So us three were looking at it. It was my girlfriend and her friend and I. This like lady comes behind and is like, "Oh my god, I have these as free sample. Come with." And she literally like dragged us with her. She was legit giving those as free samples. So we tried the sample and I was like, "Yo, these are so good. I have to get the bag."
But
So I got
okay, the
bag.
brand of the pretzels is that brand. They make other very good pretzels, though.
Dude, what
Is it
brand was
not?
it? I don't even know who it was.
It's the brand that, remember at shoe.com we used to get them? They were like,
Yeah,
they have
Oh.
buffalo flavor. It's that
Oh.
brand, right?
I do.
Sick,
Yes, I do
yeah.
know what you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. They make good like pretzels, so I'm not surprised that
yeah.
they may have thought they were. But those ones, like their other flavors are like really fucking good.
Including the candy cane.
Pretzels, by the way, are just underrated. Like pretzels are amazing. Just so you guys know.
Yo, what candy would you want to see a blizzard for that isn't out right now, or that you've never had?
I don't know, man. They have
Crispy
Reese's,
Crunch.
so I'm happy.
Ew. No, didn't someone did a crispy crunch? Someone had a crispy crunch one, did they?
They have O. Henry, but the one here is always sold out of it, so I never got to try it. I would have tried an O. Henry blizzard for sure.
Maybe Wonder Bar. Wonder Bar's hype.
Yo, yeah, that's pretty hype.
What about Three Musketeers?
I
Yeah.
never had a Three Musketeers bar in my life.
Ooh, those are good. Lucas
those
would
are
want
pretty
a
good.
Lucas would want a Tootsie Roll Blizzard.
Ew. Fuck. It's disgusting. I'm actually offended. I don't think I've actually
you-
been
Lucas,
offended
did you-
before.
Did you ever have a Tootsie Pop?
It's like it's a lollipop with some bullshit in the middle. Yeah, sure.
That shit was hype,
actually,
yo.
When I get to
No,
the center,
it's a chocolate lollipop. That's fucking disgusting.
No,
No.
those were hype.
Coffee in the middle. That's
yeah,
disgusting.
yeah. But the
Tootsie
thing
Pops
is,
were hype.
but once you get to the
No,
middle, once you get to
no.
the middle, you're like,
Okay.
oh, I got to the middle, and you just throw it out.
No. You gnaw on that shit like a dog on a bone. That's what you do afterwards.
He came bounding over.
No, that's Yo, what about? See, the thing is, it has to be chocolate because I think like candy
Yo, listen.
would be weird.
I know you're
right?
so
Like
hyped to
an
talk
ice
about
cream?
chocolate and stuff like that, but we did this the Halloween episode where you weren't here. Like we did this
Sorry,
for an
my
hour and a
bad.
half.
No, but did you talk about which chocolate would you want in a blizzard?
Yes. Oh yeah.
But you didn't talk
we,
about that.
We legit
No, you
said
didn't.
Blizzard and McFlurry. So
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Just like that. Just
Don't
like
lie to me.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
I'd want peanut
Fine.
butter M&Ms in a McFlurry.
No,
Or
that's
in
so
a-
weak.
In a Blizzard.
That's basically almost M&M Blizzard
Oh,
or
peanut
McFlurry,
butter.
which I think they have that, no? Or is it Skittles? Or sorry, not Skittles, Smarties.
Skittles. Yo,
Smarties.
that's
Smarties.
that's
No,
pretty out there.
it can't be candy.
No,
candy and ice cream is weird.
No,
What's
like
his face?
nerds in like in ice cream isn't terrible.
Oh, actually, that's a good. That's a hot take.
Sprinkles. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
It's just candy. That's true.
That's good. So then, like, would you eat a Starburst Blizzard?
Ugh, what?
Uh,
Horrible.
yeah, I'd break my teeth.
I love
That
that.
shit would harden.
No. They're cut, so it's not like a full Starburst. It's like, they're like shredded into like mini, like, you know, the Starburst minis. It's like they drizzled that in the Blizzard machine.
Still sounds.
There's Starburst minis.
Yeah,
I don't know those.
they come in a bag, no wrappers. So sometimes you come in,
Just
it's like a
handful of
chunk.
Starburst.
God,
Oh,
I need to get
They're all
that.
stuck
You gotta
together.
break it like a bag of ice. Slam it on the concrete. Yeah.
So it's basically like one of those things where you leave it in your car over a summer day and good game. That's it. It's just one piece.
Yeah, then it's one piece. Yeah, exactly.
That's the worst when you get that with a chocolate bar, and it just like all like shapes, and I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm fucking. It's not. Even, like, you can't.
Especially when it's in your pocket. Yeah.
No, I do not keep chocolate in my pocket personally. No.
I was wondering
Is that how you
how long
trick or
you
treat?
carrying chocolate bars in your pocket.
That's how Matty used to trick or treat. He's like, trick or
Just hold his
treat.
pocket open.
Here you go.
No, and then you know what I used to do? So it would melt my pocket and I put it in the freezer. So like reform, but it would be like
Yeah,
all
it's
just a
fucking like
mess. Peeling it open.
No, knowing
Oh,
Matty,
yeah.
rather than just putting the chocolate in there, he'd just take off his pants with the chocolate in his pockets and then put his whole pants in.
yeah, in the garbage,
Yeah.
dude. Not even the wash.
I believe that.
Yeah, if it was full of crispy crunch, I'd throw it in the garbage too. Might as well. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck Crispy Crunch.
Yo, so
Yeah.
I found this list. I don't know if you guys want to go through it, but it's things we all do but don't notice. And I wanted to see how many things you guys can relate
Okay.
to.
How many things are on the list?
There's a fuck ton of things on this list, man. There's a
let's-
Okay, how about this? We'll because then we'll get our partners to do the same thing. We'll answer for ourselves and our partner if they do it too.
Okay, but first off, we may not be able to relate to all of them. So I'll try to go through something I'm guilty of. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. This is not part of this list. Is that whenever we get on this podcast or any group call, I always put on cologne. I have no idea why. It's like, yo, it's like I'm trying to, like, if you guys are trying to smash or something, like, you guys got to like, show me some hints, but, like, I'm, like,
I
prepared
knew I
to
smelled
hit on.
something when we did these shows. I knew it.
Yeah, I also make my
That
bed,
is so
but
funny.
that's kind of awkward. Maybe when we do podcasts in person, I'll actually
You make your
get some-
bed, but your bed's not even in this room.
That's right, baby.
Still gotta do it. Still gotta
So
make it-
only on Sundays, his mom's like, "Oh, it must be a podcast night. He's made his bed today."
She puts like banners and stuff like that, like losing his virginity. I can't even say that word because of a thing.
What? Oh, right.
Okay,
We're
so
in
the first one on
Kansas.
this list is calling someone buddy because you forget their name.
Oh yeah, 100%. Or an
I'd say
alteration,
man.
or
I know
or
I
an
do that, yeah.
alternative of buddy.
Right.
I think everyone does.
Like dude.
Yeah.
I think dude is I use universal, like no matter what gender you are. I say dude.
Yeah, dude
Okay,
is gender neutral.
a spin off that. Does your partner ever call you like man or buddy? Has that ever happened?
No, but I have called my partner pal.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think of that? Because my wife to be in the beginning did not like was like turned off and actively against me calling her buddy. Not even just like calling her buddy, but like saying she's my buddy. She did not want to be my buddy.
What
I'm
about
like,
bunk?
Like,
What about bunk buddy?
sure, yeah, maybe that'd be better. But like, what do you think of that? Like, if your partner called you buddy, like not even be like, oh hey buddy, but
I
like,
thought we
oh,
were
Matt's
more
my
than
buddy."
that. I'm like, I would be. I thought we were
Would you
more
be
than
upset?
buddies.
Would you?
It'd just be weird,
Really?
especially because like I don't think I've ever heard her call someone else buddy. So it's like, why am I the only buddy?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I'd find it weird. I'd find it weird unless it was like there's been times where I've been super lit and I'll talk to my girl and be like, you know what I'm talking about, pal? She'll be like, don't call me pal. I'm like, oh sorry.
Get it, pal?
Damn. I don't
That's
see why
interesting.
that's I like it. I thought it was like endearing that I'm like, no, you're my buddy. Like, yeah, you're my wife as well, but like, you're also my buddy. And she was like,
But
no,
do you call other people
want your-
buddy?
yeah, I got a bunch of buddies.
Butt buddies.
Yeah.
So is
and-
she. So is she.
Exactly.
Next one. Carefully inspecting an item at the grocery store because someone is standing in front of the actual item you want to get. 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
No, I'm power move. I power move that shit.
Excuse me. You like
I'll
push
go
it. Excuse
stand
me.
right beside them and be like, "Oh, are you getting this one?
Excuse me.
You should try.
I need to get to
you
the
should try this
quinoa.
one." Yeah, no.
Staring, look at quinoa up there that long.
This
Yeah,
one
no,
I
I
couldn't
definitely
relate to, but said getting flustered and saying the wrong thing when someone says "bless you." I don't really get. Thanks.
Yeah, I think I just say thanks.
I don't struggle.
Yeah. What
Emma said she likes.
say?
Emma says she likes to call you bruh.
Yeah, she does. Yes, she does.
How do you feel about that? That your response looks like you're not like you were upset or frustrated.
No, the reason I'm upset about that is that she get this off my shoulders. No, I don't care. I don't care if she called me bruh, but don't call me bruh and then get upset when I call you buddy. Like, it's a double fucking standard.
Yeah, it's a double standard.
It's a double
yeah.
fucking standard. Like,
Come on, pal.
What? What?
Yeah, exactly.
What's she calling you like bra?
Easy sport. Yeah, even worse.
Sport.
Sport's a good one. I like
Yo,
sport.
sport is a dad. Once you're a dad, that
Oh.
becomes one of your pivotal or your primary go-to
Yeah.
to acknowledge people you don't know that are younger. You only call people younger sport. You don't call same
No,
age role.
absolutely. It's the youngins. It's the
Um,
youngins.
Taking a break from the internet on your computer to check out the internet on your phone.
Yeah, I do that. If I'm on my phone, but only because it's like I'm gonna go lie down, but like I'm interested in what I'm reading, but I just don't want to sit and read anymore, so I'm gonna go read on my bed. That's why I do it.
Hitting an elevator button multiple times, not just once. Now, I'm not guilty for
Always.
elevators, but like at intersections when you're pressing like the walk button, I hit it more than
Oh,
once for sure.
I feel like it's weird to just press it once. Like, what if it forgets
Why?
that I pressed it?
The computer's like,
You
1
make
second.
a great point. You make a great point.
No, because it's like if you press it, there's got to be some logic built in that. Because then what if someone just pressed every single one? Like, are they then by default controlling traffic in some way because they're
But
they're making it seem like even if they don't want to cross, if they press it, they're trying to. The system will have to acknowledge that in some way. So like, I think it waits to acknowledge multiple presses.
Do you
I don't
think
know.
that like there's like a coding in there that the more you press it, the faster it gets? Where it's like, okay,
No.
okay, I'll hurry up.
I just think it understand like you're just
probably
letting it know
opposite.
that you're still there.
It's probably the more presses is it's like, okay, you're last in line now because you're so fucking just
So
You're in a rush.
annoying. Wow.
be patient, asshole. Yeah.
See, because it depends. Like, what if you press it once and then you wait like let's say 10 seconds, you press it again? Like, is that pressing it more?
No.
Like, do you qualify that as pressing it more than once?
I do it in a row. Like as soon as I get there, like
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, so you got to
That's
space
it.
it out
You just
a
do a
little
1-2. I
I'll double
literally
tap.
machine gun that.
I always double tap.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
it
I'll be
beeps.
like-
If it beeps, I go like maybe 25 million times in a row to try to make a good beat out of it. I
Yeah,
try to play
that's
like Funky Town. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
That was good.
Reading the direction on a box of food, throwing it in the trash, then later retrieving it because you've forgotten it already. 100%.
Always. Always.
Yeah.
I even do
Oh.
that more with food that I cook. Like, I cook often.
Yeah,
Like,
and you know.
not often, but let's say like hamburger helpers. I was notorious for this. When I'd make it, I would know how to make it, but I would just check, throw it out, and be like,
You
"Wait,
never
how
know.
long am I supposed to?" Yeah.
Yeah. You never. It's like when you're writing a math test and you know what 6 + 4 is, but you put it in the calculator anyways because we're doing
Just
a test.
in case.
Man. Ain't no time to fuck around.
No, yeah,
man.
just
No
in
time to fuck
case. You
around.
never know when one time it actually equals 11. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Lying to the doctor when they ask about your alcoholic drink consumption.
Yeah, I did.
100%.
Then the doctor called me out, and I was like, "Okay, you're right. Maybe a little more than that."
Really?
Made me feel bad. Yeah.
That's funny.
He was like, because he was like, so like, how much would you like drink, like if you were to drink? I was like, oh no, like I'll drink like on the weekend. Let's say like I'll have like, a few beers, throughout the weekend. He's like, a few beers, like, how many is a few? I was like, I don't know, like 4 or 5. He's like, for the whole weekend. I was like, no, like on Saturday I'd have, like Friday I'd have like a couple, and then he's like, that's too much. I was like, what? I was like, bro, I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you want to just have like one? Call it quits? Like, what is that?
Yo,
Pussy.
when-
Pussy. Doctor's a
he was like,
pussy.
yeah, he literally prescribed me that. Like, it's in my file now.
he's probably
Wow.
like too much. This guy's way cooler than me. He's got to slow down.
He was taking notes. He's like, how to be the sickest dude. He's like, 4 to 5
He's
beers.
like, do you
both
drink
Four,
alone?
five
alone.
each day? Each day? God damn.
He's like, drink alone with friends, and you're like, with friends. He's like, ah, fuck.
And afterwards, he asks, yeah, well, what are you doing later? Want to have some beers together?
Yeah, exactly.
Mumbling the name part during a rendition of Happy Birthday because you don't know the person's name.
Yeah.
Who hasn't done that?
Unless it's if it's like a party that I don't know the person, but then it's like, if that's the case, why am I at a party where I don't know whose birthday it is?
But also, there are people who like have so many names that's like, I don't know, what are we calling you? Like, for example, like let's say it's my parents. Like, am I calling you mom? Am I calling you mama? Which is what like the grandkids call her. Like, what are we calling you right now? So then like everyone screams out a different name, and we're like, oh well, fuck. It was just a big mishmash.
That's fair.
I usually
That's fair. That's fair.
Seeing an outrageous price on something at a store and then pretend that you're still considering it.
No, are you kidding?
I
have no
actually
shame.
still consider it. I still consider it.
I slap that shit out and say, fuck that.
I'm notorious for I'll go home and Google it to see if it's on sale, I can get it cheaper somewhere else. I will rarely buy stuff in the store.
I have done that before, but nowadays I'll be like, oh damn, and I'll like instantly put it back.
Yeah, I'll just
even
walk right
if
away.
like a person's helping me out, they show me the price tag, and in front of them I'll be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I ain't
If
got
the
no
way
shame.
my bank account works, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
One of them was overthinking eye contact. I don't think of.
I do that sometimes. Like
Really?
if I'm explaining something to someone, and I've noticed that like they have not stopped like looking right in my eyes, I'll like break it for like a quick second, like as if
Really?
I'm like trying to think about it. Yeah, because what else are you supposed to like? I'm talking like when I'm talking to someone for like maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just like talking to them about something and they like don't break. I'll be like,
Sure.
this is like a little. It's like so.
This guy's
and then,
trying to
like
fuck.
I'll like look down to like or pretend that I'm just trying to like gather my thoughts.
So
That's fair.
It's just a little interesting.
I've done the
Depends
opposite.
on like what it is too, like what the topic is. Sorry, Lucas, but
No, it's okay. So I was gonna say like I kind of do the opposite. Like during job interviews, if someone had like 0 eye contact during the whole interview, I'd be like, what the fuck is going like?
yeah,
It's almost
I
weird.
think there's a balance. It's got to be like there's a and it's weird too. There's like a socially acceptable amount of eye contact, like where it's not if it's too much, it's like this person's. I feel like they're just staring at
They
me
want me.
the whole time. No, not like
Getting lost in my eyes,
in my sauce.
in my soul. Carrying way too much groceries from your car to try and make it all in one trip. Yo, I actually like fucked up my arm one time doing that. I carried too much,
Interesting.
and like I tried lifting it, and I felt like I tore my bicep. Like for 2 weeks, I could not work out at the gym. I don't know if you guys have ever
Really?
run into that kind of situation, that kind of nonsense.
No, I ever since I saw on like an Instagram reel or whatever, I now don't use bags of any kind. I just have laundry baskets in my trunk, and I loose load the groceries into the laundry baskets and then carry laundry baskets in.
That's not a bad idea.
I've never had an experience where I have 2. I've never had an experience where all of my groceries did not fit in the 2 laundry bags, including like 24 packs of Coke. I'll put them at the bottom and then fill the groceries around them.
Mhm.
Never had a problem bringing it all in those 2 laundry baskets.
Nice. That's smart.
So this
Good
one,
idea.
I don't want to give kudos to our group of friends because I think we're not actually bad at this. Where it's like claiming you have plans to get out of a social function even though you totally don't. I think we're all pretty honest about like, yo, like
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm gonna
Yeah,
head
something
out.
comes up. Yeah.
No, like we're all pretty transparent. Like, yo, like I'm just tired. I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
I can't.
Yeah, that's important. And I think that's a good thing to call it. Like, if you're in a group of friends where you feel like you have to do that, I don't know. Like, I don't see why that's not. People don't respect the whole this circles back to something we talked about. The whole social battery thing. Like, sometimes you just like you don't have the energy or the desire to like socialize. I think it's something that happens as you get more as you get older. Like, the frequency of that occurring, I think, is far more than I remember when we were back younger, let's say 5 years ago. It was like we hang all the time. We'd be like spontaneously too, like, yo, let's do something tonight. We'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go out. Or we'd be at work and we'd be like, yo, you guys want to do something tonight? Like, yeah, let's do it. Whereas now it's like not that easy.
Yeah. You got to give me a bit of a warning.
Yes.
Need a bit of a warning, yeah.
Yeah, but like I've generally left places saying like my social battery, like it's gone. Like I'm going to bed. Like I'm leaving. I'm going home.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pulling back the shower curtain just to make sure there's no serial killers behind it every single time. But the funniest part is what if there is someone behind there? I have no plan after that. They're gonna kill me. Like
Yeah, you've never thought that far ahead, right?
like shit. Like, guys, like
Yeah.
oh you do.
I knew you'd be there. That's why I checked.
But
Shit, yeah,
you're
that'd
checking,
be,
but
that'd
you
be a
don't have
little
any
terrifying.
game plan after.
Yeah, you're not really planned.
Have you seen the videos where like it'll be like a girlfriend playing a prank on her boyfriend and she'll hide behind the curtains and like kind of like spook him, like tap his shoulder or something? And I've seen one specifically where the girl does that and the guy turns around and just like punches
Clocks
the curtain
it?
and clocks
yeah.
her right in the face. Like
Yeah,
that's what my reaction would be. I'm not trying to peek at you first. Like you don't see what I'm doing. I'm a fucking nail you in the face. Like yeah, if Emma, you're watching this, don't ever try that because I'll punch you.
And he gave fair warning.
Fair warning.
You know, yeah, that's what do you think, is that your go-to reaction if you get startled, is to punch someone? Because I remember at Glenn's house back in the day, they used to their bathroom, right when you come out of the bathroom is closets. Someone would go, Glenn was, or my dad were the most notorious for this. They would go hide in the closet when someone was in the bathroom. So when they came out, they would jump out, and hysterical, like you'd hear people laughing all the time. But it's like, yeah, like in that reaction, like do you think you'd maybe punch them in the face, like because it's like you're startled, like
I don't know. I haven't been in that situation in a long time, but
yeah,
when I
right?
was younger, I think I was pretty good at analyzing the situation. Like, yeah, I'd get startled, but then I'd like analyze quick enough and be like, oh, it's just my sister. We're good, kind of thing. There was one time though where I jumped out and scared my sister, and instinctively she just did this beautiful head and arm toss and just like a judo throw, and just boom, came crashing down on the ground. I was like, oh fuck, like that's my bad. But hey,
Damn, I wish she wrecked you.
yeah, I did get fucking wrecked. I, mean, I can't hate.
Is that why you started
Kudos to her.
taking jujitsu?
Yeah, I gotta get ready for that. Counter it.
Shit. What were you gonna say, Lukasz? What's the other one?
Yeah, well, the next one is throwing change and receipts hazardly in your wallet to avoid holding up the line. Bro, there's been times where like I'll have change and I'll literally just like put it in my pocket and just like leave. Like
Yeah.
my wallet's there, I could easily put it in, but no,
Yeah.
no, like I'm just like.
Yeah, you gotta cram that shit in. You don't want to hold up the line. You want to be that person that holds up the line.
It's
Yeah,
funny because
100%.
we say that, but there's people who do like couponing who will like stand there for like 10 to 15 minutes doing their couponing thing who have no shame. I have shame just for 30 seconds of potentially putting in my change into my wallet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I want to come back to this because we missed something. I don't know if we didn't see this. Emma and Mini Mac both in chat about the happy birthday thing way back when we were talking about that.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it now.
Emma said, "I never know if we're calling them by their full name or their nickname when they're singing happy birthday."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the worst. And Mini Mac said the best is when they start singing happy birthday in another language after they do the English one, and you look silly because I don't think I've ever been around that.
That's
So
never happened.
she's saying
That's
this
never
because
happened.
she did this with my family, and the best part is that when we're singing like in Polish and we're singing it, I will always look at the people who aren't singing in Polish. And I'll be like. I'll like, and they'll be like, I
You're
don't
such a
know a
dick.
single word. Like I'm intentionally being a dick.
Oh, that's good.
But
I'm
it's
glad we called that one
but
out.
even in other languages, like I've been to even like Ukrainian as well. I don't know if it's a European thing. It's in the same beat as Happy Birthday, so you know when the part of you saying their name is. Like, but
Yeah,
it's
but
just
that's
like,
weird to sit out the whole time and just say, Matty. And then stop again like this.
That's weird. That's a little
no,
weird.
no, no.
That's
But
more
that's
weird.
the
That's
whole
like,
so
point.
weird.
You save up your whole energy, so you're like.
yeah, just it's like the Foss Roda from Skyrim, like
Yeah.
just saying their name.
That's right.
I want to go back to circle back to what we were talking about the change. So this happened when I was at the beer store on the weekend. So there was this lady who's at the beer store. I don't know what the interaction is, but there's only one cashier. I don't know why, and there's probably 4 people in line. We're second, and then the person checking out. So, the person checking out whatever asked the cashier to go get them like another case of the beer. I don't know why, like a different beer. So then they go get it. Then she's going to pay, can't find her card, finds the card. she doesn't tap it or insert it. She fucking swipes it. So then she has to sign it. This guy behind me goes, fucking cunt. And I was like, bro, relax. It's like,
No way.
Like, we've been in here for like, we've been live for like a minute and a half. It's not, it's been like a longer than normal interaction, but like nothing like extremely out of the ordinary. I was like, bro, this guy's like, seriously, like he's like on a mission to get home, I guess.
He's upset. He probably really had to shit.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. That would. I guess that could, put you in that state.
The only time I've ever been like that impatient is if like they bring something that doesn't scan, and that person has to call for like in a grocery store, they call for a department. Then 5 minutes later, like they're still calling for that department. I'm like, okay, like someone go.
That's why I go to self checkout now.
Honestly, yeah, I do too.
Self-checkout's
Self checkout's the bomb. Plus, you get
even now because you can do alcohol
and you get a discount.
Yeah, the stuff that's not scanned. It's sick.
It's not scanning. Too bad. So sad. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Don't
you think
do
you
that.
could use the really having to take a shit excuse to get out of a speeding ticket?
I think so.
Yeah. Like if you got pulled over and the cop's like, "Hey, you were speeding." I'm like,
I
"Officer, I'm
think
sorry, I really gotta take a shit right now."
like I
You're
think
like, okay, go.
I think if you could sell it like if we don't end this interaction right now, like I will shit my pants in front of you, and if you could do it, I think
I think
or
it'll
she
be,
would let you.
yeah. I was gonna say
Start-
if you can prove it, being like, listen, I really have.
Yeah,
to
like
go.
I'll let a little bit of this fart go
Like-
and stain my boxers for you
Like
to
if
prove it, but like I have to shit.
If you don't
think
mind,
you could.
like I know there's a law against like public like defecation, but if you just like, I will do it right now if you allow me. Like I'll like just show me. What if he
And
says
not
yeah,
even,
and
like,
you're like, oh,
Oh no.
You gotta channel your inner Steve-O or whoever that guy from Jackass is who can just shit on command.
Dave England.
Dave England.
Dave England. Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but cool. Like imagine
It's
he's an Avenger and that's his. He's just like I shit on command.
I shit in weird spots.
that'd be a sick sidekick.
A
Secretly,
cider?
what? Sorry, what?
A cider?
Yeah, that'd be sick side.
A shit cider.
Do you guys ever secretly diagnose everybody else in the waiting room of a hospital? Like you're like, oh, this person has, you know, like.
I haven't spent too much time in hospital, so no, I can't say that.
Yeah, even like in walking clinics. Yeah, no.
So unfortunately, fortunately we have free healthcare. Unfortunately, the wait times are fucking ridiculous. So
Yes.
sometimes you'll be there for 9 hours. Honestly,
Oh,
I've done it where I'll be like, yo, this person definitely has like some neck shit. Or just
Mini
assume
Mac
what
just
they
said
have.
like in capitals. Ah. Yep, that's what she said.
I think that's exactly what the laugh was like too.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah!
I like your laugh.
It's like the person who's ringing out the batteries. That's like the quadruple A.
I forgot all about that video. That video is so funny.
Yeah, I don't know what video that is. I haven't seen
You
that.
haven't seen the
You've
guys
seen
like
that
green
one?
batteries, so it's like the A battery like goes to double A, triple A.
No, I haven't seen
that's
that.
so fucking funny.
It's
Yo, why do they not have B batteries? They have A, they have C. Don't they have C's? And then they have D
Yeah.
batteries, but no
They do.
B's.
That's interesting.
There's no point, right?
Yeah.
Because was it gonna have voltage? Okay, so anyway,
The fuck? That was terrible. That's gotta be. That's gotta be one of the worst things I think that's ever been said.
Been a
That's even
long
worse. That
time,
might
but
be almost as bad as Carl's
Hashtag-
thing that he said on the podcast.
yeah, that might top it.
do you ever like catch yourself waiting a few minutes after a person sits down next to you before leaving because you don't want to hurt their feelings? Like you have like you're good to go, but you're like, oh, like I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. They just sat right beside me.
No,
Like, are we talking like on a bus and stuff?
Let's say like
like a park bench?
yeah, like a park bench. Let's assume pre-COVID, obviously.
bench in a mall. No, I don't think it's ever happened to me.
I'll just get up if I have to go. I don't know this person.
What about this? What about this? You find you're going the wrong way and you make up a fake scenario as to why you're going the wrong way and give yourself.
You turn around like, oh,
No.
Forgot something.
I think I always do. Like I pull out my cell phone, and be like, oh. Like, I always do that. I always pull out
yeah,
my cell phone.
always.
I say something like I've noticed this. So sometimes when I've done this in the morning where I park in a different spot. This actually might happen to me tomorrow because I didn't park in the normal spots that I do. Where I'll go to where I normally park my car, and then I will like out loud, very quietly though, to myself, be like, "Oh, I didn't park there," in case someone is like watching me, and he's like, "Why is this guy just like aimlessly walking around?" I'm like, I didn't park there today. And then I'm low key internally pissed at myself. I'm like, how could I be so stupid to not remember I didn't park there today? I hate that. I hate wasting time.
I know so many people who are guilty. Like, many times I walk to the grocery store and people are like, "Oh, my mask," and they like walk back to the car and shit. Like, yeah, buddy, you need it now, so it's mandatory.
That's a classic one though. That one I hated that. That happened to me a lot, like early COVID, where I'd go in the store, like, oh my god, I gotta go back to my car. It'd almost be so bad. They'd be like, I'm just not gonna go in. I'm just gonna go back home. Like whatever I came out to get, fuck, I gotta walk back to my car.
No, I would get a mask.
Not that bad. I'd go get it, but I debated. I was like, is it worth it? Like now I have to walk back to the car.
Coming home from work, realizing the house is empty, and feeling immense amount of relief.
Not really.
I was gonna say,
yeah, my house is never empty.
Like, I don't really care if I have an empty house or not. I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still jerking off on the big screen TV. The family room.
His mom's making dinner.
Hook up to the surround sound.
Ma, what's for dinner? Ma, what's for dinner? While he's
meatloaf. Meatloaf, Ma, the meatloaf.
Full blast surround sound too.
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna hook up to the surround sound and the Google Home at the same time.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. That's fucked.
That's it. That was the end of my list. I deleted a lot of things as we're talking because I was like, this is nonsense.
Man.
I heard a story about this this podcast, Rooster Teeth. Hilarious podcast I used to watch back in the day, or listen to like their segments. But one of them was the guy was telling a story about how I guess he had been like watching porn on his phone the night before, and then when he got in the car with his kid to bring him to school, it like, you know how it like auto connects and like auto plays, so it started playing like the porn audio.
Oh no!
I was like, oh dude, that's fucking.
Yo, we had that happen to a guy in our driving school. So like we're like in a driving school class, and it's a class of like 30 of us, and this. I remember it very clearly, like, because he was, like, really close to me. But this girl's like, oh, like, what kind of music do you have on your phone? I was like, yo, let me show you. And he presses play, and all you hear is moaning. He's like, oh! And even funnier, because you could play it off pretty cool. He paused it. Can I go to the bathroom? And he went to the bathroom to turn off whatever he had previously opened. Because I guess he didn't want to open it and show, like, the picture or whatever. And
yeah, that's
and the girl was like, "Oh, that was awkward." As soon as he left the room, so funny.
Yeah, it's weird that that's such like an awkward encounter, because it's like you gotta assume most people have or do at some point watch. I guess it's just like a weird thing. People are like, I can't
never have, never will.
That was actually my closest interaction to pornography.
It's just interesting that like it has that, like it's viewed that way. You know what I mean?
It's funny because my wife to be's has this fear that like she'll forget to close her porn tabs or something, so that when she opens up her laptop, it might still be there. So like whenever we're like hanging out, we're like, oh, let's watch some Netflix something. I'll always like whip around the corner, like look at the laptop, just like scare her and stuff. Or like she'll like, you know, have a laptop open, she'll walk away and I'll be like, I'm opening Chrome, I'm gonna see what you have. And, like, it's like, well, but it's like never happened. But like I'm always just like on her ass, like.
Dude, what you should do is when she leaves, just open a tab and be like, "You left your video."
What is this?
Michael B. Jordan. It's like
Michael B. Jordan deep fake.
Oh man.
But it's weird. Isn't that weird that it's like, I guess because it's like such a private part of people's lives that it's like it's not irregular, but I'm sure
it's because usually when you're relating to people watching porn, you aren't relating to the content. You're relating to what's happening behind the scenes of you watching it.
I see.
Oh, that's a good point.
Right? Sure, like you typically don't watch it for the story.
Speak for yourself, bro.
You are like, oh my god, interlude.
I've seen some pornos that deserve Oscars.
Like the person who's a lifeguard for someone who's sitting in a bathtub.
Yeah, that one's pretty well. That's like one of the funniest fucking ones. I've seen.
It's a bathtub lady.
I actually haven't even seen the actual video. I've only seen that clip.
The
like,
memes.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, the memes about it. Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Same. Yeah, same.
Same. Never seen it.
Who's the
Never
actress?
seen all 34 minutes
Who's
of
the
it.
actress? I don't know her name. Lisa who?
What's funny is, Lucas, I think out of everyone, I think you know most porn star names out of everyone I think I might have ever met in my entire
What's
life.
that? How do you know that? I've never ever
Because you just know them. You just know names of them.
like who?
The only person who may come close is Jake.
Yeah, his
Duke it
gamer
out.
tag on
Duke it out,
Warzone on
boys.
Call of Duty was literally a porn star's name, and I actually didn't know this porn star's name, which just brings all this irony to it.
So how'd you know that then? How'd you know it was a porn
Because
star's name?
Matty told me, he's like, "Yo, that's a porn star's name." I'm like, "Autumn Falls? That sounds like a cool name." And he's like, "It's a porn star name." I'm like, "Oh." Then I obviously Googled, opened a new tab. But,
Incognito.
no, I don't do incognito anymore. My life's too short.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my own computer. Who am I hiding
No,
from? I have
see,
a password for a
no.
reason.
Oh, you know why? Because you don't have a. So here's the thing with Android, like with Android phones, the browser, like if I were to search something in Chrome on my PC when I'm logged in, if you go on Chrome on your on your phone and start typing,
Yeah.
it relates to your. So I've had an Android phone for like, I learned this very very quickly when I was like 18, that they were linked, so I just always incognito.
Nah, man. Life's too
Smart.
short. I have like a password for my computer, which is like my one line of defense. You know that?
What is
Good
it?
game. Oh, obviously it is.
Fire Dragon.
No, Scooby Dooby Doo, 94.
Nice.
Pretty sweet.
I dig it.
But
94 is isn't the year I was
Would-
born. It was the amount of tabs I usually have open at one time.
yeah, that's fair.
Yikes.
He doesn't even close his porn tabs. He just leaves them all open.
Yeah.
So he doesn't lose
I
the
just
good
keep
videos.
stacking. I keep stacking them. I just bookmark them all anyway.
Okay, we're wrapping up here. We're a little over, but I was just gonna say for next year's Halloween costume, I'm actually gonna do Obi-Wan can bone me, and my lightsaber will just be my crotch.
Oh, you
So
got
when
a
you
short
turn it
saber.
on, it,
That's
like,
It doesn't
Goes-
even make it past the handle. It's like a flashlight.
Exactly.
Oh no, even better, dude. It's Kylo Ren's saber where it comes out from like 3 sides. He's like, whoa!
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
What are we thankful for this I was gonna say this year.
It's you.
I am grateful that my computer isn't linked to Android.
That's fair. What if it is now? Because you just wish that, or they're thankful for that.
Mark Zuckerberg
What
knows
if-
what I do. It's fine.
Do you hear about
Metaverse?
Meta?
Yeah.
Because you're
And the metaverse?
Yeah.
no.
No?
I saw a post that I was hoping I could have gone away with, but
It's a long
someone's like, "Have you heard about Meta?" And they're like, "What's Meta?" I was like, "What's the matter with you?"
Of course.
Fuck you. God damn.
I'm thankful that no one's been able to pull that joke off on me, but I hope to pull it off on someone.
You're thankful for the potential of being able to do something? Sure, okay. I guess that works.
Thankful for opportunity.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm thankful for my nieces. It's so jokes. They it started to snow today, and their dad, being a smart man, was like, "Hey, let's go outside and why don't we clean off the cars?" And they were so excited to do it. They were so excited. And they're like, "Yo, we're gonna go outside and clean off the car." And I was like, "Hey, if you're having fun, you could do mine. Like, we could do yours." I was like, "Yeah."
Of
And
course.
then, like, my car was like, "Go ahead." So, fucking rock on, kids.
Even better if you were like, don't clean off mine. I want to do please can we do yours, Lee?
Yeah, really.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good.
No, fuck, I love it. Rookies.
You know what?
And go on, Lucas.
Well, I was going to say what I'm actually generally happy for. Remote start. With winter coming up, remote start is a godsend, man. I wake up in the morning, like my alarm goes off. The first thing I do is turn on my car so that it like melts off any
Nice and
snow or ice.
toasty. Yeah.
You get in there, but I am ungrateful for the fact that I'm an idiot. So I have a heated steering wheel, and I got a steering wheel cover. That's just 5,000 IQ.
Why would
No,
you
because
do
then
that?
it heats up the cover and it keeps the wheel hotter
so
longer.
Here's the problem: is that steering wheels to
It's
me
like a
like
thermos.
they're too small.
Yeah.
So steering wheel cover adds some size
girth.
and girth,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh,
okay,
Lucas.
Lucas.
All right, Lucas. Okay.
So yeah.
Just before we end, I want to ask you guys. When was the last time you heard someone say "Oh snap" when like something was like?
Pretty recent.
Yeah, pretty recent. I'm pretty sure one of our
Pretty recent.
coworkers does. Say it often.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yep.
How old is this person?
30.
It's the person you think it is.
Yeah, I think he's 30.
Oh, it must be someone. Yeah, okay, because that happened today with Nikki. Something happened. Nikki's like, "Oh snap!" I was like, "Oh snap!" I was like, "I don't know the last time I heard someone say that."
Sorry. We're gonna go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. Fuck it. We got time. We got all the time in the world. But real quick, I just want to, on that note where you say Nikki says, "Oh snap!" What the fuck? Emma says she's cheesed when she's upset. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you 16? Like, who says cheese?
Dude.
And she'll be pissed telling a story, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, this guy did this and it just cheesed me, man." I'm like, fucking relax. Like, what is wrong
Grow
with
up,
you?
dude,
Yeah,
grow
what is wrong with you?
That or when someone says like, "Yo, I was wheeling," like I was hitting on someone, I was wheeling. Like
No.
shut up.
Wheeling is funny. Cheese though.
Oh my god, me and this girl.
Yeah,
macked
cheese.
after the
I'm
party.
gonna see. Mac.
Yo, Mac is good. I like
Mini Mac. I'm Mac with
Yo,
Mini Mac.
do you
so-
guys remember Chop? Like, yo,
Yeah,
Chop.
yeah, you
Chop.
chopped that chick. I remember in high school, I was like, I tried to approach a girl and I was like, "Hey, like, you free? You want to do something?" She's like, "Oh, I'm dealing with this guy." And I was
Yeah,
like,
dealing.
and I didn't know what that meant, so I was like, "You're dealing with like I'm dealing with this issue." You know what I mean? Like the real definition of dealing. So I was like, "Okay, like when you're done, do you want to go out?" It's like, "Oh no, like I'm dealing with it." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Like, she's like, she's like a stack of cards. She's like, "We're playing
Yeah.
blackjack." Like I'm dealing.
Yeah. Be here for a couple hours, so no. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna if Nikki's not watching this still, I'm gonna see if she says cheesed.
Emma just said
that's funny.
cheese me
She
to the
seems like the
max.
See, yeah, she says that shit all the time. All the time.
Yeah,
Alright
cheese
guys,
to
we
the
went a little
max.
OT.
It immediately
There
diminishes
There
the
ain't much
conversation.
love when you go OT, but I pray that we make it back in one piece.
Okay.
I pray.
Everyone, you guys have a great
I need a
week.
one
Thanks for
day.
joining us.
Jesus. Yeah, we'll see you guys next weekend. Bye.
See you.